The eighth station. Jesus meets the women of Jerusalem. As Jesus preached and taught during his ministry, his apostles were at his side. Now they are gone, nowhere to be seen. But along the sad road, a small group follows Jesus. It is a cluster of women from Jerusalem, walking behind him in tears for what he has endured and for his death that comes closer with every step. Jesus, although you are exhausted and weak, you have strength enough to speak to the women who are weeping for you. Tell them not to shed tears for you, but for themselves and for their children. Following you can sometimes be difficult. I know that real love can be hard sometimes. Forgiving is hard. Putting up with someone's mistakes and weaknesses is hard. It is hard being faithful to a friend or a family member and supporting them when I have other things to do or when the situation makes me feel uncomfortable. Being your friend, Jesus, can be a challenge. I see you gently warning the women of these hard times ahead. I listen to those words and understand what they mean for me. To help me be faithful and to keep following you in love. Amen. No one has greater love than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends. John 15:13. The ninth station. Jesus falls a third time. Jesus has been arrested, unjustly condemned, whipped and beaten. He has been forced to bear the means of his own death on his back. His friends have disappeared. He falls again. Jesus, your journey on this hard road is a journey of pain and struggle, but most of all, it is a journey of love. It is hard to see this from the outside. Someone who does not understand sees nothing but a shattered man falling under the terrible load on a Jerusalem street. But there is more to this, I know. There is love. You endure all of this because you love us. You suffer because you love me. It is hard for me to fully realize that love involves suffering. I doubt anybody truly understands the mystery of how love and suffering are joined. But through your journey, I see how true this connection is. I see you fall, broken and weak. But in this pain, I also see love that astonishes me and gives me hope. Help me to love you. Help me to love as you love. Help me accepting the suffering that comes with real love. Amen. No one has greater love than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends. John 15:13. The 10th station. Jesus is stripped of his garments. Jesus has passed through the city gates, out to the place of the crucifixion called Golgotha. Wooden beams are stuck in the ground, awaiting the cross pieces that he has been carrying on his back. On this hill that means the skull place, he is stripped of his clothes, and all is ready. Jesus, you came into the world to share the good news of God's love. You forgave sins, healed the sick, and brought the dead back to life. And now you stand, God made human, totally exposed to the world that came into being through your own word, a world that has now turned on you and is preparing to put you to death on a cross. How could they have not recognized you? How can people be so blind to the goodness and love? Why does it scare us so? I see you, the Lord of creation, standing weak and vulnerable before your own creation, which has closed its eyes to truth. Open my eyes to your love. Help me be open to the many ways that you are acting in my life every day. Help me to respond to your voice as it calls me to love. Amen. No one has greater love than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends.